we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Hello and welcome back to the sunny wild, which is beautiful at the minute. And I am on a high at the moment because I've just been to the Isle of May and seen everything from puffins, guillemots, gannets, and it's been incredible. But as I'm still in the Dunbar area, which is in the southeast part of Scotland, I have decided that I'm going to drive down to the northeast part of England, to Northumberland, and I'm going to take a trip to the Farne Islands. So I went to the Farne Islands last year for my first ever trip experiencing puffins, and it was incredible. I literally loved every second of it, and I have the vlog if you want to watch it. But this year I'm going to go again, but I can't step foot onto the island because unfortunately over the last year the Farne Islands were hit really badly by bird flu, which is such a shame. So I think they're just still being cautious about people walking around the islands. So I will be on a boat trip this time, going around the islands. But this also means, because I'm on the boat, not on the land or on the islands, as it's a nature reserve, I can take Eric. So Eric is going to be coming on the boat with me to the Farne Islands. So I won't be able to do much filming of myself, which is fine. But I'll have Eric and you can see him and you can experience what we're going to experience going around the farms. Yeah, so let's crack on and I hope you enjoy it. Are you excited? Yeah, he's excited.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I
In terms of equipment, I decided to make my primary camera and lens the Fujifilm X-H2s and the Fujifilm 150 to 600mm, as I really didn't want to be swapping lenses over whilst on a boat. And then for my main B-roll footage, I decided to take the Fujifilm X-T5 with the 33mm f.1.4 attached, and that is all I took with me. Sometimes I really do think less is more.
We said we'd be always you and me, for better or worse, bound together. We danced glass walls, your pride, my faults. Thought our castles so sad were made to withstand the tide of the ocean.
It was probably one of the most peaceful boat rides I have ever been on. There was something about that evening. The light was stunning. There wasn't many people on the boat. I had Eric next to me. I don't know, it just felt perfect. And what was great was the skipper really got us in close to the wildlife, and it really gave us a good amount of time to really take it all in and look at everything up close. Sometimes I feel like I was meant to live on a boat, like I'm an explorer at heart. I love the calmness of the sea and just the feeling it gives, a sense of adventure, and it's the best feeling in the world. A big part of the trip for me was wanting to see the seals, and I wasn't sure if we get to see them or not, if they'd be out or be visible. And especially as I had the 150 to 600mm attached, I just really wanted to get a close-up shot of them and yeah, just get all those details in their eyes and everything, and it didn't disappoint. I saw loads and they were so beautiful, and I just loved that moment completely, and I'm really happy with the shots I got, which I will show you just now. And that was it. 2 hours up, which felt like 2 minutes on that boat. It was truly magical. And as we headed back to shore, there was the most beautiful sunset ever. And I have to say, I think that moment was my favorite moment of the whole trip. especially watching Eric asleep right next to me. It was just perfect. And we made it back from the Farne Islands, and what an incredible experience it has been. I saw puffins, seals, razorbills, shags, guillemots, everything. It was so, so good. And I have to say, from the get-go, Eric here, this little grumpy teddy bear right now, I swear he's alive. He did fantastic. He's really tired now. Oh, you sleep, go on. But he did brilliant. He didn't bark at anything. We were like on the boat right next to some of the columns on the rocks where guillemots were just sitting, and he was just like this, just taking it in. He didn't bark at anything. He was so, so good. He did really well. And I have to say, I love my dog, if you can tell. And he's always there with me in all my adventures, in the background, sniffing something or messing about, but he's always there. And it was so lovely just to share that adventure with him. And I got some lovely footage of him just sat on the boat. And it's just memories that will last a lifetime. And it's not always about the pictures, is it? It's about how you remember a moment. And I will remember that moment of him with me on the boat for the rest of my life. It was magical. I loved it. And talking of the boats, just a big shout out to Billy Shiels, the company that I went with. The people at the kiosk were so lovely. The ladies there are just so sweet. And the staff on the boat themselves are so knowledgeable, so friendly and so lovely. And I cannot recommend them enough. So if you want details of Billy Shiels, who I sailed with, that's below. I've been with them twice now, and I wouldn't use anyone else because I just love them. They're so good. So that's my recommendation. I think going at sunset and experiencing the whole thing at sunset just sung to my heart, because I love sunset, I love nice light, and it just had the combination of that with all the animals. So lovely. I really, really enjoyed it, especially the seals. I got the nice low light on them. It was really, really good. On our way back to the shore, like, there was such a beautiful sunset. You could see it coming over Bamborough Castle. And we got into the port, I can't think what it's called, harbour, that's it. Got into the harbour, and I could see this massive sun over Bamborough Castle. And I was like, no, because I had to drive back up to Dunbar before 11 to get to my campsite, where they'd shut me out. And I was just like, no, I have to ignore this sunset. And I really didn't want to, but I had to. And I was just like, no, it was so good. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and stay in sea houses and actually experience that a bit more, because it was so good. Fantastic experience. My equipment performed brilliantly. I didn't have any issues with the filter this time, and I wonder if that's because of the low light. That's my theory on it. It all did great, and I'm really, really happy with all of my shots. I actually think I got better shots on the Farne Islands from a boat, which is weird, than I was on the Isle of May, which is interesting. So I think that light actually makes a big difference. So for me, I like low light pictures. So yeah, I'm really happy with them all. But anyway, on that note, I shall get going and prepare for the next adventure, whatever that might be. But until then, stay you, stay awesome, stay wild, and stay free. Thank you for watching, and until next time, you amazing people, goodbye for now. Bye-bye.